You're watching Swipe. On the show this week, come swipe with me, how technology is changing air travel. A breath of fresh air as Apple announced its newest tablet. Force field umbrellas, how inventors in China want to change brollies forever. And fun things for your biggest small screen. We look at tablet games in this week's review. Hello and welcome to Swipe from the world's busiest single runway airport, Gatwick. Now, as passengers, we all know how air travel has changed in recent years. It's a lot more comfortable, the onboard movies are a whole lot better, and checking in online is a doddle. But what's been going on behind the scenes? Well, this week, Katie's been finding out how technology is changing things for those at the controls.
Small, but with the potential to make a big difference to aircraft safety. This drone, fitted with lasers and high-def video cameras, can be programmed to map the surface of any plane. Getting closer than any maintenance worker could, spotting signs of damage with a much greater accuracy than the human eye. Engineers believe they could be out inspecting fleets as early as next year. Live streaming video is already being used out on the tarmac. Detail you can see is incredible, isn't it?
It is. It's high definition and we need to be millimetre perfect on it.
Any problem can be identified remotely so that a plane can be put back into service within hours. Rather than a paper logbook, augmented reality is already allowing engineers to access the manuals they need on the job and could eventually be used to help the pilot to easily look at any areas which might need attention.
The reason for all this technology is so that our engineers can get our aircraft back into service more rapidly than we currently do, and that ultimately will benefit the passenger with shorter delays and getting them to their destination quicker than we currently can.
For planes this size, drones and being able to live stream back to engineers is going to massively transform how these aircrafts can be inspected. But it's not just changes that are happening on the outside, a revolution is underway on the inside. 3D printing not only has the potential to allow companies to manufacture parts more quickly, it's also helping to create parts that weigh significantly less. Lighter planes could help make flights greener and cheaper. Technology inside of the terminal is also changing. Face and iris recognition systems like Gatwick's are designed to help speed up passenger processing.
Aviation is just a really fast-growing business. Gatwick has just hit 37.5 million passengers in the last 12 months. To keep up that growth and to keep the people moving through our airports quickly, we have to make these investments in this technology.
Some concepts are arguably more practical than others. One idea to massively reduce a plane's weight and save on fuel costs is to remove the windows. Far from missing out on the view, flexible display screens could live stream what's happening outside. In the future, we could all have a bird's eye view. Perhaps not so good if you're afraid of flying. Katie Spencer, Sky News.
Well, if you come with me now, we can go inside what's known as a paperless cockpit. And to explain what exactly that is, I'm joined by Captain Douglas Newell. Thanks for joining us. I wasn't aware that cockpits typically contained much paper to begin with. What's special about this one?
You'd be surprised. We used to have 3 bags of books like this that weighed up to 105 kilos and extra weight on board the aeroplane. It's difficult to get to these pieces of paper, so putting all of that paper into this tough bag.
So you have these now on every plane?
Every plane. We're looking at the departure, which is the same as the one we're about to fly, and this is what we need to refer to be able to interact with air traffic and make sure the aircraft is flying the prescribed track.
So you're saving a lot of paper, and I imagine costs as well?
Absolutely. You'd be surprised that carrying this 105 kilos around on 220 of our aircraft for all the flights we conduct each year equates to £400,000 worth of fuel being saved.
£400,000 a year?
just to carry these 3 bags of books.
And just show us what we're looking at right here and how you would use it on a flight.
So we're looking at Gatwick Airport, the route that has got to be flown, the altitudes that we've got to be flying at, and the geographical points that we've got to be over to comply with.
And what other information does this hold?
This contains all of our manuals. It contains the calculations to be able to get the aircraft airborne and its weight and balance and the correct power settings for being airborne. And when something breaks, then we can refer to this as well.
We're talking about things breaking. What if this breaks? At a crucial moment,
At
what
a crucial
happens?
moment, we have another one right next door to you in your seat over there. And that's what we
You've got a backup one. Well, what if the backup one goes?
Then we call home.
Call home. Right, Captain Douglas, thanks for talking to us.
It's a pleasure.
You're watching Swipe. Later on the show, rain, rain, go away. Is this the key to holding back the elements? But first, it's been just over a month since Apple launched its new iPhone 6, the 6 Plus and its new watch. But there's more to come. This week, the company held product announcement events in California and Berlin. We sent Martin to Germany to find out more.
Hello there, Gemma. Yes, I was invited to come to Berlin to see for myself some of the products announced in California on Thursday evening. And here's one of the signature products. As predicted, it was a new iteration of the iPad Air number 2. It's got faster electronics, a new chip, better graphics, but it's also got a new dimension. And there it is for you, just 6.1 millimetres of it.
It may be slender, but this iPad is making a big pitch for business. Mindful, perhaps, that many people already have one at home, the iPad's capability as a tool for work was the focus of this presentation. An improved eyesight camera and greater capabilities for both photography and video.
You know, this is a fantastic device. The screen's lovely, the processor's fast, we're playing games, it's all good. But if you've already gotten it there, you're going to struggle to understand why you need to upgrade.
One difference is a joined-up approach across Apple devices.
An SMS, for instance, I could pick it up. Oh, here it is. What a coincidence. Right here on my iPad. This is a regular SMS. Now it says, hey,
with the new Mac operating system Yosemite, working with a now bug-free iOS 8